Welcome to the Synth Health video series. These videos are designed to help you get the most out of our platform. This video will show you how to use the file import capability of the system. You will learn how to export data from Apple Health to a standard XML file, then using our data load application, import that file into a different Xcode simulator. In the system overview video, you learned how to use the platform to generate synthetic data and load it into an Xcode simulator. This video picks up where the system overview video left off. To review, we have an Xcode simulator with a week's worth of synthetic data that we loaded during the last video. This data was generated by creating a synthetic data run from the web application shown here. Finally, we reviewed the user dashboard, where you get access to all the information you need to manage the configuration and generation process of synthetic data. On this page, you'll find some high-level information about exporting and importing data using the data loader. Specifically, there are two infographics that describe the workflows of this process. The first link focuses on the workflow related to using the data loader application for a physical test device. And the second link focuses on the workflow for the same process, but loading the data into an Xcode simulator. This video will demonstrate how to follow the workflow related to number 2 for the Xcode simulator. The infographic explains 3 things. First, why you may want to load data from a file. Second, what the data loader screen looks like when you need to follow this process, and then finally, the steps needed to get the exported data file to the right place on your Mac so that it can be loaded into the Xcode simulator. Let's minimize the browser window and open up Xcode and some Finder windows and the 2 simulators we'll use for today's demo. First, we're going to export the existing synthetic data from the first simulator using Apple Health. We'll place that file on a location on the simulator that can be easily accessed on your Mac. You'll see how to find that location for a simulator in the next step. We'll open up the zip file so that we can copy the export file to another location for the second simulator in the demo. After logging into the data loader application on the second simulator, I'm going to select the Local File Load menu option. Notice the loader responds with a screen that informs the user some action is needed. From here, the user can tap the link to see the same documentation page we looked at earlier. Also on this page, you can see the Finder location of the directory on your Mac where it expects to find files. You can easily copy that location to the clipboard by tapping on the link. Next, I'm going to move to this Finder window and select the Go To Folder menu item. I'll paste a new location into the window from the clipboard and hit Enter. Notice the folder is currently empty. I'll then copy the Export XML file from the source folder to the folder where the data loader app expects to find it. After refreshing the data loader app, you can see that it now finds the export file. After clicking the file to load it, I'm presented a summary page where I can pick the items I wish to load. Many times, exported data contains really old data, so I can adjust the date as shown here. This option allows you to load the data relative to the current date, regardless of the date that's found in the file. Next, after selecting one of the import options and authorizing the app's access in Apple Health, the app loads the data from the file. After loading the file, the summary page shows that most of the data was loaded, but some of the data was ignored. Don't worry, this is to be expected. As you can see from the messages, some of the data contained in the export file is redundant, while other data can't be loaded by the HealthKit API. Now that the data has been loaded, let's check out what the fresh data looks like from within the Apple Health app. You'll notice as I scroll through the data, all the data in the new simulator matches the data from the original synthetic data previously loaded in the original simulator. The only difference is that the date is more current. Thank you for watching our video on how to load exported Apple Health data using the Synth Health Data Loader. Please look for other videos in the series, and we hope it provides you the kickstart needed to get the most out of the synthetic health data platform.